Hello there.
I just want to start off this reaction by saying I'm truly grateful. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to have been able to grow a little community on this YouTube platform. I know we only have 7,500 subscribers, but you guys sometimes make it feel like I have 50,000 with your comments and constant interaction. I'm grateful to be able to react to things I love on this channel and, react to things that are my passion, film, television, gaming, and things like that. And yeah, it's amazing, and I hope we continue to grow. Yesterday was just one of those days. You just got to get through, keep the smile on your face, and keep going. And I actually tried recording this reaction yesterday night, but I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't the right time, and I was just like, I tried the intro multiple times. It didn't work out. You know what? Sometimes you just have to pack it up and go again the next day. Take a deep breath. Yes, today was a good workout in the morning. So yeah, we're going to smash out this reaction. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here in Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot, baby. And we are continuing this fantastic series that is The Sopranos. I am watching it for the very first time, and today we are up to episode 11, titled Nobody Knows Anything. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to have some fun with this thing. Let's absolutely have a blast, and let's get into it. Let's go. One take intro. Let's go. I'm actually heading off to the theaters right after this reaction recording to watch Argyle. So let's go, baby. Shout out to people who go to the movies by themselves. Let's go. I actually looked up episode 10 the other day, and it was actually one of the lowest rated episodes of the series, and I absolutely loved it.
Oh, Debbie, you got magic fingers. Oh, I bet you give a great hand job.
Yeah, she does.
I think he's having a heart attack.
Don't move.
Go see if Dr. Mopenglow is still here.
What do you mean, Dr. Mopenglow? Who?
Don't worry, he's a real doctor. Dermatologist.
Excuse me. What's the matter?
Dr. Edelstein, looks like he's having a heart attack.
I don't need no doctor. It's just my back.
My guy couldn't handle it. He buckled. Pussy couldn't handle the pussy. Checking my head.
Hold the rail.
Bro, everyone's here. Yo, this detective is down on his luck. Like, he's just miserable.
Fuck this.
He looks like he's about to end it all.
Back still bothering you?
Okay, I don't know who this guy is, this one here on screen right now, but I absolutely love him. I don't know why, he just feels like a top G. Like, he just looks like it. He looks like a cube. Oh.
You believe this shit?
One of the best card games I've ever done it in my mouth.
Alright, Jimmy, that's his name. Alright. Why does Pussy not even look worried?
Derek, give him a hand.
He's so composed for this situation. There is no way he got around the street like that without being chased down.
Do you know what this is?
It's a fucking gun.
I still laugh at the name of the strip club, Bada Bing.
Don't mean shit.
I don't like it. This is how it starts. I think it was a potluck raid. You know, make it look like they're earning their pay.
I agree.
But why the fuck would Pussy run? I mean, the guy's out of breath, lifted his dick out to take a leak. Oh, Puss! Oh! Your ears must be ringing. Come on, run. Hey, fuckface, where you going?
When are you gonna talk to me like this? You know, I do a lot of risky shit for you.
You're not doing charity work, remember? All right, I'm sorry. Hey, Vin, how you doing? What do you got for me?
Bumpin' Sarro.
Pussy? What about him?
He's wired for sound.
What?
I got it from a good source.
He's the rat. He's a rat.
I'm sorry. I know you like him.
Like him? I fucking love him. Now, who's your source?
He's on the force. He's on the task force, all right? Look, he's not lying to me. He was in my wedding.
I want to see the report.
I can't give him my hand.
I want to see the fucking 302.
All right. All right. I'll see what I can do.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does, Tom, if you take the blinders off.
It do be the one closest to you.
I'm in robbery homicide, and I was told he was moving a lot of heavy age to pay for his kid's college. Why would I know something like that? And why did he walk so easy from that thing the other day? Known wise guy resisted arrest? Who walks away from a thing like that with low ball bail?
Why? Why would he do it?
Why? Because he's facing a possible sentence of from now on, mandatory. That's why. Come on, I know a lot of guys who can't do that kind of time. Who is this guy, Pussy, huh? Who is he? He's a man who loves his family above all else. Well, guess what? That's their favorite target.
Yo, Carmela's hair got that volume.
She's not coming.
Damn.
You say it like you expected different.
I won't.
Every year we have this open house, and every year she pulls the same shit.
Can you do me a favor? Can you get the guys to help you move the piano out of the way? They're coming to get it tomorrow because some people don't play. I will. Yeah, when? It's been gathering dust here for 3 months.
Oh, Bush! Come here. You all right?
Yeah, it's just my back. They got me on these elephant pills.
All right. Go easy on him. Go ahead, sit down. Take it easy.
Now that little seed has been planted by Vin about, you know, Puss having the wire on him.
Listen.
Tony's
I want
gonna,
you to keep your eye on
yeah,
Bushy. There's
you're
something
gonna
wrong
suss
with
him out.
He's not himself.
I even told him to give me his list on who owes what, and I'll collect the fucking thing.
I love this guy. I don't know his
He
name.
just nodded like a fucking
Is it
retard.
Jimmy? No, Jimmy's the other guy. I love this
He's throwing
guy.
them in his mouth like they're M&M's.
And there isn't even anything wrong with his back.
You mean?
Remember when that guy hit me in the head with that pool cue and I fucked my neck up?
Yeah, down the shore.
Right. I went to this doctor. This guy works on the Jets' front line when they get hurt.
God, so?
Yeah, he's fucking like the Jonas Salk of bats. Anyway, I sent Pussy to this doctor. The guy gives him the works. MRIs, CAT scans, dog scans, you name it.
Dog
and he
scans.
says there's not a fucking thing wrong with his back. And again, he says, when it comes to backs, nobody knows anything, really.
You know, I was on a good run, and then boom. He's complaining about his back, but I think the doctor thinks it's all in his head.
That's very possible.
What do you think?
I think we should just keep this about you.
This is about me.
Every time I offer my opinion about any of your friends, it seems to interfere with our therapy. You start cursing and screaming.
What kind of mental stuff would cause a backache?
For conversation's sake?
Absolutely.
With some people, the pain is caused by more responsibility than they can handle.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, he's got a lot of bills, a lot of problems with his kid's school fund.
Secrets.
What do you mean?
Psychologically, a secret is a heavy load. It leads to feelings of guilt which further burden the mind.
I mean, everything's adding up to Puss being the rat, like, or having a wire, and you can see that in Tony's reaction right there. And I love how he cuts sort of like a close-up of his face right there to get that reaction of him, you know, pondering and just like being in awe and shock. And yeah, this show is all gonna be. It's all gonna be about, you know, balancing the two worlds of Tony Soprano and, you know, delving into the mind of this so-called monster we see. I mean, we've seen him commit terrible acts so far, but I feel like this has been pretty tame. I feel like it's going to get worse and worse. But at times in this show, he's shown feelings of like humanity and like, you know, sympathy, like, you know, calling Puss his DD friend, like he really cares about him. He's concerned about others some of the time. But when it gets down to business, it's like he can, you know, flip the switch and, you know, go to that caring, loving, go to that, you know, menacing, ruthless individual. But then yet again, he could come home to his family and be, you know, nice to the kids. And we resonate with that. We're like, oh, okay, we're cool. It's just going to play on the audience's mind constantly throughout this series. Yo, who is she?
If you want my opinion, this can't be true.
Thanks, Debbie.
Who's Debbie? Like, is she the owner of this, like, sort of brothel place, or?
You know, I told you that I would do what I could, but this is DEA, feds, task force.
Because of some cop gossip from a degenerate fucking gambler with a badge. You understand me?
You know, you got an amazing ability to sum up a man's whole life in a single sentence. Degenerate gambler with a badge.
huh? You're a pisser. You're a real pisser. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm under a little bit of pressure here. I don't have time to suck your dick.
Apology accepted.
Fuck you.
Fuck me.
Yeah, fuck you.
You know, when I was a kid, and my old man would be in one of his ways with the screaming back and forth, and eventually it'd end. It'd end with her throwing the closest thing to it. He'd smack her around. I don't know why.
And this is not Kevin McAllister's
I would
father.
run in my room, and I would hide under my bed. There was something peaceful, and there was something safe under that bed. And that's where I would wake up the next day.
This is a man who's been divorced by Mrs. McAllister and can't see all the 8 or cheap about a dozen kids he has. I can't remember how many kids he has. But yeah, that's that man right here.
Everything back to normal. So how about you, Tony? Do you ever feel like hiding under a bed? I mean, there were times when I'd be having a great weekend with the football, you know? And I would come in here with a pocket full of money shit-faced, and every friggin' fucking penny of it would be there when I got up in the morning. She is an honest lady.
Fair
She'd
enough,
do
Debbie.
Anything for you. Anything.
Come on, you come in here, you flash your badge, you get some free pussy.
Fucking pussy. I would have fucked one of these broads with your dick. They have absolutely no class, and they're always on the hustle.
That's kind of what they're supposed to do, no?
Hello, Carmela. How nice to see you.
Oh, hello, Carmela. How nice to see you.
Oh, what can I say? What's up?
It's a ricotta pie. I saved it from the open house. Are you wearing makeup?
I can't eat that. It's got cholesterol.
I made it with the low-fat cheese.
Yeah.
But Livia,
Well, maybe your friends will eat it.
he's such a frustrating character on screen. So
What
it's
friends?
so miserable, so
Fine, you can eat
ungrateful.
it when Junior visits.
Doesn't treat people well, man. I don't like seeing it. He
You know,
sucks
Ma,
the
you
life
sound
out
like
of
you
every
very
scene.
He worries all the time. And you know the power that you have, and you use it like a pro.
Power? What power? I'm a power. I'm a shut-in.
You are bigger than life. You are his mother. And I don't think for 1 second that you don't know what you're doing ahead.
Oh, me? What did I do?
Look, I didn't come by to argue. I came by to check on you and to bring you the ricotta. If you don't want it, you can give it to Junior, because I know he stops by a lot.
He's my husband's brother. He can't check up on me once in a while. That's none of anybody's business.
Oh, my God, I am not saying that. All I am saying is if you don't want it, give it to Junior.
I know what you're hinting at.
Ma, there is nothing wrong with companionship.
Wait until you're abandoned.
Abandoned? Please.
I don't know if she.
When Johnny was alive,
I don't know if she fake crying here.
nobody treated me like this.
What are you talking about? Who is treating you bad? Tony would rather die than see you hurt.
Johnny was a saint.
Yes, we have heard. Funny, though, I don't remember you telling him that when he was alive.
Junior couldn't carry Johnny's socks. Do you think I'd blacken my Johnny's memory by getting mixed up with his brother? Oh, gee.
I didn't say that. All I'm saying is that we are happy that you and Junior get along so well.
Well, at least with Junior, I've got some purpose in life. Somebody listens to me and doesn't treat me like an old shoe.
Jesus.
Carmela's like mother-in-law
Don't
problems.
worry about the dish. I'll come back tomorrow and get it.
Hey, college boy.
Oh, that's Puss's son.
Yo, Dad, it's Uncle Tony.
There he is, the beach whale.
Hey, Tony, what are you doing here?
I figured you'd be having a cannoli withdrawal by now.
s1ep's.
No, Stop and Shop. What do you think?
Hey, you're the best. Hey, Kev, put those on a dish.
Wait till after supper. So your father tells me you're taking up astronomy in college.
No, business.
Well, how come he keeps saying you're taking up space in school?
Hold on.
Wow.
Feels my back.
It's a good-looking kid. Sure is yours?
You're lucky my wife's not home. She tossed you out for that. She doesn't play.
I know.
He's a good boy, Tony. I pray to God I keep that fucking tuition coming in.
Hey, the kid can always go to city college.
This kid's staying right where he is. He isn't getting fucked as his own man is.
There's that little bit of frustration coming out from
You gotta
Puss.
relax. I'm gonna take it easy a little.
Take it easy. How the fuck can I take it easy? Things are happening, Tony.
What kind of things?
Things. This fucking back is taking me out of the game. I'm way behind. And on top of it off, I think I'm getting hooked on these fucking painkillers. I don't know, I feel like someone put the Maloik on me.
Puss, you got options. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't have any options, because you got friends. Look at me. Friends that would die for you. You understand me? Friends.
Yeah, I know.
You got anything you want to say to me?
Like what?
Like you want some coffee, Tony? You want something to eat?
You want coffee?
Yeah. What do you think, I'm gonna let you eat all those fucking cannolis by yourself? You beached whale. Come on.
Help me up. You want coffee? Who's gonna make it? You?
1, 2, 3. You look good.
Yeah.
He's still trying to get a read on him, suss him out, and you can tell Puss. You can tell in his acting a little bit, like you can tell he's hiding something. You can tell this is frustrating him a lot as well, and it troubles him to do this to a dear friend. I think obviously they're dear friends, but he's probably thinking about his family as well.
Traffic. I would have been here 20 minutes ago.
He's wearing a wire.
Who?
Pussy.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Pussy?
Don't know how long.
Are you sure about this, Tony?
90%. Not enough to do what needs to be done.
Oh, Jesus, Tony, I'm fucking dreaming here.
And get used to it. I've been walking in the walls all week.
I'll do it.
My responsibility.
Tony, you waited a long time for the stripes. This is one of the perks. I'll do it.
Hard on everyone, man. One of the boys.
We need to be 110% sure. I want you to see it. I want you to see that fucking wire strapped on his body. I want you to see it. You hear me? I want you to see it. Otherwise, all bets are off. You understand? No. This is our friend we're talking about here. You say it. You understand?
I understand.
Mother?
The physical therapist told her if she didn't get any exercise, her back was gonna arch like an old lady.
I didn't even know she owned a bathing suit.
She's more connected to the world.
Which one? This one or Neptune?
Really. I think your uncle's visits has a lot to do with it. Oh, she looks forward to them. Oh, could you excuse me one moment?
Yeah, sure. You know, just, tell her her house sold and they accepted the counter offer.
Think about all the dirt they have. Like, I don't know how long he's been wearing the wire for, or if he has. Like, there's no proof so far. But think about how long he's been wearing it and how much dirt they possibly have.
It's a surprise.
Man got the Puma
Come on, you
tracksuit
hot
on.
on, before we get a ticket.
And don't be like that. It's a gift. Take your clothes off. What? Want me to turn around?
The doctor said heat's no good for me. I gotta avoid it. That's why I sit in the shade.
What the fuck you talking about? Heat is good for your back. Take your clothes off.
Look, Paulie, I appreciate it, but maybe another time, huh?
Take your clothes off.
You're fucking crazy. I'm going home.
Why don't you want to take your clothes off?
I got high blood pressure, you fucking idiot. I go in there, I can check the fuck out. My doctor mentioned steam and sauna specifically as no-nos. He said, stay the fuck away from heat. Thanks for the thought. But get out of my fucking face.
I'm thinking this could get physical here. Between oh, okay, Paulie.
Spit it out.
He's into pussy, big. And I mean with a capital B. This fucking Macasian, he's a lying motherfucker.
Okay.
He's into pussy for like 30 large, 20 grand just on football.
This prick have the balls to try something like this?
Hey, we're talking about 30 grand here. How do you want to think about what me and you would do to remove that debt?
Wouldn't bet football.
You can tell this episode, or like so far in this episode, the conflicting emotions Tony's going through. He's receiving different information from different individuals, and it's toying with him. And we know Tony doesn't like being played, and he's 110% proof here. But it's interesting. I like the sort of focus we've had as well on Paulie. He's similar to Tony in his ability to sort of switch it up, and that have that friendly individual face, play around, and then go into full don't F with me mode. But this episode is really interesting because obviously it's so far nobody knows anything. There's no concrete proof, hence the title, and that's what Tony's looking for. He needs that concrete proof. He needs that concrete evidence. The seed's been planted that it is pussy and it's someone from his side, and I'm interested to see how that will go down with Uncle June and Mikey, their side, because obviously it has to be not a prominent character, but a character we've seen like nearly every episode. I feel like the show wouldn't place a rat or a mole in Tony or Uncle June's crew that we haven't seen yet. So it has to be a prominent character because there has to be a reason for these raids. There has to be a reason, obviously, for the photos getting out, for that individual being at the dinner where the capo was sort of like his coronation. To be fair,
I gotta think about this.
Look,
Tony can't make a decision here based on half measures. Full measures, baby.
I believe that pussy would feed a can enough to hurt his friends.
That's what they said about Gravano. All right, go back in. I gotta think.
He's got a lot of thinking to do. This is where Tony earns his stripes. These big decisions.
Why don't you take it easy with us?
I would think a whore like a little pain.
Come on, take it easy.
Benny, stop it!
Come on, let's get this show on a roll.
Look at this.
Asshole.
What's a bordello?
It's a fancy name for a whorehouse.
Don't start, okay?
It is.
Yeah, I know it is. I just don't like that talk.
This country's light years behind the rest of the world. Most civilized countries have legalized prostitution.
Don't you got somewhere to be?
I mean, it's a joke. Look what they're putting the president through.
Yeah, he deserved what he got.
He got Monica Kaczynski and the broad with the long nose.
I just don't think sex should be a punishable offense.
You know, honey, that's where I agree with you. I don't think sex should be a punishable offense either. But I do think that talking about sex at the breakfast table is a punishable offense. So no more sex talk, okay?
It's the 90s. Parents are supposed to discuss sex with their children.
Yeah, but that's where you're wrong. You see, out there, it's the 1990s. But in his house, it's 1954. 1990s, 1954. So now and forever, I don't want to hear any more sex talk, okay?
Okay, I don't know why I'm laughing so much about that. It's such a dad thing to say. I don't care what's on the outside. In this house, my kingdom, it's 1954. Is that the 302? Oh no. Okay. No, my bad. Trying to see if his detective shtick can get him off here.
Go right ahead, detective. Excuse me, move it out, please.
He's suspended,
Got a
but
police officer here.
he's still got
Move
the
it out.
badge.
Let's go.
He didn't have to hand him in yet.
Come on.
He's just about to jump off the bridge. He's just gonna jump off.
You gonna tell me?
The fucking jerk did a header off the Route 1 bridge.
Who?
Macasian. Fuck.
Here goes our only shot. Find out for sure the truth about pussy.
You know what? With Detective Macasian, right, committing suicide right there, you can clearly see throughout the series this guy was down on his luck, going through severe depression, and hasn't had the best of times. But I feel like he was an underrated character. Like, I feel like a little bit underutilized. Obviously, you know, he was Tony's, you know, into the, you know, police force, and that connection he had, obviously paying him off and things like that. But the man was clearly severely depressed on the side, and but like, you know, visually, we could see that even in the tone of his voice and his outbursts and frustration. We didn't, you know, fully delve into that character, but you can tell, I feel like suicide or even death to those close to him hits home for Tony, especially with Mackenzie being depressed and Tony receiving, you know, his therapy for, you know, being depressed. I feel like Tony doesn't want to go down that similar path as Macasian. And Tony's got a lot of baggage to handle as well, similar to like the detective right there. And I think that bust right there at the whorehouse was the final straw. But yeah, he didn't want to deal with it anymore. And sometimes, yeah, like I said, it will take one single event for them to think mentally, you know, that's it, I want to end it all. And you can clearly see that there was a lot of factors weighing into that decision for Macasian, and clearly he wasn't getting the support he needed. And yeah, it's interesting to see Tony's reaction to that suicide. Obviously, on one level, I feel like, you know, that's two individuals he's lost that's close to him this season. You had Jackie and Macasian. Obviously, he wasn't as close as Macasian to Jackie, a dear friend. But Macasian, you know, was his connection into the police force. Was that his connection to receive that information, or if he ever needed some detective work done? That's just another sort of another sort of thing he's lost right there. He could potentially lose pussy as a dear friend. Now he's lost Macasian, and that's a lot of stress weighing up for him. Now he's gonna have to possibly replace Macasian, find another detective, you know, to pay off. But yeah, there's a lot of factors weighing into it.
Well, if it matters, he always said how much he respected you.
It matters. He was not happy with himself, how he turned out.
What did he come here for, therapy?
You could say that.
Instead of a couch, you use a bed? It's not a bad deal.
Hey, who wouldn't want to sleep with their shrink?
What does that mean?
You would be amazed how much easier it is to open up when you're naked and in the arms of someone who cares for you.
Hello,
Did he
talk.
ever mention anything about my guys to you?
He didn't like Paulie. He thought he was a psycho.
that is fair.
He really didn't have much to say about any of you guys.
Fair enough, detective.
Except that he owed some money. But he wasn't worried because you liked him, and as long as he had you in his corner, there was nothing really to worry about. I'm not gonna lie, because he's dead. He didn't have a good thing to say about anybody, but it did feel like he could trust you, Tony. He said many times that at least with Tony Soprano, you know where you stand.
Yeah, because he cuts the bullshit. He's straight up with you. No fiddling around. No beating around the bush. No half-truths with Tony. He'll just say how it is.
Come on.
It has to be 110%.
Johnny Sack? Johnny Sack was here?
With his mohair suits and his shoe lifts.
Suits? Pleurisy? More than once he was here? Why didn't I know about this?
Well, maybe it was you they were talking about. Who knows?
Oh, here we go, man. These two are the most frustrating. Livia is gonna be a thorn in Tony's side. I don't care what anyone says.
I just don't like being put in the middle of things. I should have known something was strange when suddenly Larry Boy's mother's moved in here, and then Jimmy Altieri's mother.
3 of my capos have their mothers in this place?
Instead of living in normal homes with their sons, like human beings.
This must be some kind of fucking end move. What do they think? I'm stupid?
And then Uncle June misreads the
wait a minute.
situation, and then yeah.
I don't like that kind of talk.
I reckon
Now
she
just
likes that
stop
kind
it.
of talk.
Upsets me.
She likes drama, this woman.
Or I won't tell you anything anymore.
She likes being
This is
involved,
true, Livia.
but not
You
involved.
know what I mean, I'm the boss, for Christ's sake. If I don't act, blood or no, I have to.
Oh, God. What did I say now?
Yeah, see? You know, I swear she knows what she's doing, man. And then plays it off as if she's like
I should have just
insane.
kept my mouth shut, like I'm mute. And then everybody would have been happy.
She lives for the drama, this woman. She loves causing chaos. I do not care what anyone says. I just get that from her. I know how to read people, man. Livia's one of those ones.
Shoes at the door.
I'm eating.
When you come from an Arabic family, you know.
Your ass and go see who's at the door. Make sure you know who it is before you answer it.
Who is coming at dinner time? People can't call?
Mm.
Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy, let him in. I don't believe it. How'd you get out? Hey.
Jimmy! My Baymax looking friend. Let's go!
God, Jimmy!
Well, you never see me again. How come?
What happened?
Long story. You got someplace in private we could talk?
Yeah, in the basement.
I don't know. I just like Jimmy for some reason.
What's going on?
You got a problem. They were putting the screws to me like I was a school kid, telling me that the money was marked. They even said that there's a new fingerprint technique that lifts it right off the bills.
You're a lucky man, Jimmy.
What do you mean?
Well, you out on bail on that conspiracy thing, right?
Yes, so?
It's only lucky prick like you would get pinched with a gun while he's out on bail for something else and still be out in time for dinner. You're a lucky guy.
Could it be Jimmy?
Speaking of dinner, Carmelo's got some lasagna upstairs. You want some? Come on.
I'll pass. I still got a few people to see that'll eat with payments.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta make sure they see my face, otherwise they think they're off the hook.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Yo, it might be Jimmy. Nah. Oh.
Get off the phone.
I gotta go. What's up?
It's Jimmy.
Oh,
it's fucking Jimmy.
What?
The Wire. It's fucking Jimmy.
What are you talking about?
The Wire. You understand the Wire? It's fucking Jimmy. No fingerprint technique. I should have killed him right in my fucking basement. Macasian's guy got his facts crossed. They both got busted at the same fucking time. Jimmy and Pussy. You understand? 2 fat fucks with black hair. Where the fuck is Paulie?
So he just
He called an hour ago.
mistaken
Swear to
identity?
God, he said he's on his way.
Why the fuck isn't he here now?
Because Paulie and Jimmy sort of have the same build?
Jesus, Tony. You don't think, Paulie jumped the gun?
Shut up. God forbid. God forbid. Don't talk like that. Where's Pussy? Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone.
All right. I haven't seen him since, Paulie took him to the Schwitz.
Hey, fellas.
Paulie dressed like he's in Goodfellas.
All fucking night long.
I was at my gourmand's. I told Silvio I was coming.
You answer me like I'm Jesus Christ himself, and if you fucking lie to me, may your mother die. I can't tell the eyes. Where's Pussy?
I don't know.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
Tony.
Did you do it?
Tony.
Shh. Don't fucking lie to me. Did you do it?
No.
Did you fucking do it?
No.
Did you fucking do it?
I said no! Now get your fucking hands off.
Come on, Tony. Come on.
Tony seeing red just like the sweater he's wearing. And I feel like this is the genuinely first time I've seen Paulie in fear of Tony. I don't know why, with Tony towering over him right there, I feel like this is the genuine first time, before he even grabbed him, that Paulie had fear in his eyes. And I discussed this episode about, you know, the flick of the switch, that Tony can have this switch up of, you know, what's it called? Sorry, of not of being able to, you know, be that family man, and then immediately switch to this, you know, to this monster. And this is an example of it. This is a great example of it. You know, it was just a calm family dinner, cracking jokes with Anthony Jr. about opening the door, being friendly to Jimmy, and then him sussing out Jimmy and how he had a sort of a similar situation to Paulie and how he got out. And then bang, he clocked it. But he had to hold his composure in that basement. He had to hold that composure in his kingdom, in his family's home, and then let it all out here. Bada bing. I love saying that, but yeah, this is crazy. It's the acting this episode has been phenomenal.
I can't find pussy anywhere. Nobody knows anything.
There's the episode.
I haven't seen him since the Schwitz. The last thing he said to me was, "Go fuck yourself."
Did he at least take the Schwitz?
No.
He refused to take his clothes off.
The rat. It's fucking Jimmy. Yeah, fuck it. Let's all have a drink.
I want to rewatch this episode and see if there's any hidden details as to Jimmy being the rat.
All right. Hey, Abe. Look what Chucky brought us.
Another kitchen appliance. What fucking pain?
Slit your wrist, why don't you? Mind your business.
Whatever it is, Mikey, we're going to Vegas next month. I already lined up childcare for Francis Albert, so I don't want to hear it.
Forget it. Something's come up.
Why is Mikey
Something
so...
always comes up.
Mikey loves the chaos, man.
Hope it means more money, because I need a new car.
Trust me. If this goes down, you're gonna have a new car and then some.
Can you tell me? Oh, come on, Mikey. Tell me.
Tell me.
Come on, please.
I may be getting bumped up a notch or two. Tony Soprano's on his way
Yeah.
out, and I mean as in forever.
Oh, my God. He's going to jail?
Well, the other forever.
You can't.
Does Junior know?
Junior's the one that made the decision.
Listen to me. If you breathe a word of this to anybody, they're gonna be burying me and you right next to Tony Soprano. You understand?
You can't trust any of the chicas. You can't tell them anything. You saw what happened with Uncle June's side chick.
You don't belittle a man like Junior Soprano. He's old school. You don't joke about cunt lapping. And you definitely don't spill your guts out to a fucking shrink about business that isn't yours to talk about.
Tony Soprano sees a shrink?
You fucking believe that? And to add insult to injury, he was planning on making a move against Junior.
His own uncle?
Nobody knows anything this episode.
You was fucking stupid when I married you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. And what are you doing standing there? Make the coffee.
Take it easy. Take it easy. It's brewing.
It's brewing. I want to revisit the open house. Was Jimmy at the open house? I want to watch anything that resembles whether Jimmy is the rat this episode. Any clues? Obviously, yeah. I fell for the usual trick of don't go for the first person at face value. I just want to go back to the open house scene. Where was it? I don't know anything anymore, man. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything. I don't know who the rat is.
He's going to jail.
I don't know who the rat is. Nobody knows anything. That was a fantastic episode of Sopranos. I find myself, I want to rewatch that episode. I want to analyze the characters and their mannerisms because I felt like the acting in that episode is probably the best that has been this season from everyone. the micro expressions on the actors' faces were absolutely fantastic. Their ability to switch up, look menacing, then look friendly, then go back to intimidating, look afraid from everyone. Like, there's a whole lot going down, and it's not good because there's no cohesion, or there's no chemistry between both sides, like both parties. Like, Uncle June's side is assuming something, Tony's side is going through their own stress trying to deal with a mole, while Uncle June's side is thinking that Tony's trying to rat them out and move on them, and it's all going haywire at the moment. Like, Uncle June and Tony need to have a sit down and discuss things together, because, like I said, that information of Tony seeing a shrink, they've got it all wrong. They've got it all wrong. And like I said, or like Uncle June said in the episode, it could be blood for blood. Like, blood could be spilt on the wrong accords, like on the wrong assumptions here. And you see how excited Mikey gets at the end of the episode. Obviously, he enjoys the chaos, but at the same time, he sees that opportunity of getting promoted and getting Tony Soprano out of the way, because he's in league with, the big boss, the Capitan, the Junior Soprano. And I just love seeing everyone analyze each other. I love seeing all the chaos play out. I love seeing the reactions to particular moments, and I love seeing Tony trying to get a read on different people. I don't even know who the rat is. I feel like this episode is meant to leave the audience with, an indication of nobody knows anything. Like, can we trust Tony's judgment here? He could be wrong potentially about Jimmy. Or we as the audience, are we going to go all in 110% with Tony about it being Jimmy? Or could it still be Puss? Could he still be, lying about the back thing? There was so many things that added up this episode about him being in Vegas the year before, away from some sort of hit they were doing, the lying about the back problems, and even Dr. Melfi asserting that, what if someone's keeping a secret? So it could be Puss, and maybe they could take out the wrong individual, but they need that concrete proof. They need the wire. Like Tony said, it has to be 110% sure, but you never know. Tony could make that decision without being 110% sure. So I just want to continue watching this show. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace. I just want to I want to talk about this episode more because I've been reflecting on it quickly before I go to the cinemas now. If you're watching this video now, I love you guys. But I love the parallels between Tony, who's an individual suffering depression at the moment, or possibly on that downward spiral, or trying to avoid that downward spiral, and then you see the outcome of that this episode with the detective Vin. He's sort of like the victim of depression. He's the end result. He's the end product. And I think that sort of was an awakening for Tony this episode. For him to be careful, to him to continue therapy and avoid the path of Vin, avoid the path of the detective. So I like that exploration this episode. I feel like it's a wake-up call for Tony in that department about taking it to heart and actually continuing on with I don't know, not continuing on, but really, really hamming down on the therapy and trying to avoid what happened to Vin, because we've seen obviously how Vin looked physically, how much the stress weighed on his mind, and I think Tony wants to completely avoid going down that path. But with the amount of stress weighing on Tony's brain, who knows? But he made the assumption that Jimmy got out quick on bail, and something with the fingerprints, and him mentioning the Colombian hit. So there's a lot of evidence maybe pointing towards Jimmy with how quick he got out on bail. Maybe he quickly told the FBI, yeah, I'll be a rat for you, and he protected himself because maybe he was afraid of the time he was going to do, and they talk about that this episode. But on the other hand, when they did the hit at the beginning of the episode, the FBI really knew, like they clearly knew where to look under the pool table straight away. Now, I don't know if that was because that was where Puss was looking. Maybe Puss isn't informed. Maybe they're both informants. You never know. Maybe the FBI or the DA, or they need as many people on the inside as possible. Maybe one's not enough. Maybe they need two to possibly, get concrete evidence to certify everything, and they can have one individual mic'd up at once and one individual not, or maybe one individual's in this place and they have another individual here. So maybe their job is to try and turn as many people on the inside as they can. So maybe it's both Puss and Jimmy. It could be both. It could be a situation where there's two Ghostface killers, baby. We thought in Scream there was only one Ghostface killer, and look what happened. Stu Marker and Billy Loomis. Look what happened. But yeah, I just wanted to, explain my thoughts a bit more, because that was a fantastic episode. I think two great back-to-back episodes with contrasting sort of tones and themes they explore. Last episode was fairly laid back episode. It was a bit more fun, energetic, and the interactions were, more interesting. But this episode got down and serious. You see the complete switch up this episode from last episode in Tony's demeanor and the way he dealt with things, especially with those close to him and those he's known for a while, because it doesn't just only affect his close friends, it affects his entire operations. And as you see this episode, it's going to affect his family as well, with Uncle June, Livia as well. Not only his in-house family, his 1954 kingdom, but the outside as well. So man, this season 1 is heating up to be crazy. We got 3 episodes left, I think. No, two. We got 12 and 13, so can't wait to watch them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go.